It's your best fire me. I freaking dare you moment from work. I was a dog groomer for 5 years at a small salon. My specialty? The dogs nobody else could touch. The biters, the scarred rescues, the ones with histories. I had this pit bull named Duke. Previous groomer lost 2 fingers to a different dog, refused to touch him. Duke's owner was in tears when she brought him in. He was matted so badly, it was pulling his skin. She'd been turned away from 4 places. I spent 3 sessions just sitting with him. No tools, no table, just me on the floor of the grooming room, talking to him, letting him sniff my hands, reading a book out loud so he'd get used to my voice. His tail would wag, then stop, like he was reminding himself not to trust. Session 4, he let me touch his paw. I cried. His owner cried. By session 6, full groom. He fell asleep in my arms during the bath. That's when I knew this was what I was meant to do. I built a whole client list like that. 15 aggressive dogs who were just traumatized. Dogs that shook when you reached for them. Dogs that had been hit, starved, abandoned. I learned each of their triggers. Bella hated clippers but loved scissors. Max needed the radio on. Rocky had to see the treats before we started. Their owners drove an hour to see me specifically. They'd hug me, bring me coffee, tell me I'd given them hope. One woman said I was the only reason she didn't have to surrender her dog to a shelter. It wasn't just grooming, it was trust. It was healing. Then the salon owner, Maria, saw an opportunity. She started charging premium rates for behavioral specialist grooming. $75 extra per appointment. I didn't see a cent of it. I found out by accident. A client mentioned how expensive it was getting but said I was worth every penny. When I checked the books during a slow Tuesday, I saw it. Months of upcharges. Thousands of dollars. When I asked for a cut, Maria was eating lunch in the back. She didn't even look up from her phone. She laughed. You're hourly. That's the deal. You want more money? Work faster. I worked with traumatized animals. Faster wasn't an option. It wasn't safe. I went home that night and couldn't sleep. Kept thinking about Duke's owner crying. About how much those families trusted me. About how Maria was profiting off their desperation. Next week, I found out she'd copied my entire client list. Called every single owner, told them I was leaving, which I hadn't even said yet, but don't worry, our new specialist Sadie can handle it. Sadie had 6 months of experience. Total. I'd seen her yank a nervous poodle by the collar. She thought muzzles solved everything. My hands were shaking when I found out. She'd contacted my clients, my relationships, the dogs who trusted me. I walked in the next morning. My voice was steady. I'm done. 2 weeks notice. Maria.
Click the link in my profile to watch the exciting follow-up.